Oh my God, Manos, you and me are back!
I know, I can't believe it, because we were gone for so long. What we were gone long?
I think I don't have any working clocks.
Oh.
The sun still works, right? Maybe this nice Australian kid can help us. Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yeah, what's a clock?
A clock?
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a really long time.
I don't know how to help you, man. You you threw me in the deep end, then.
You're welcome. Sorry, I just had a spur of the moment. So, yes, after a very long time, the show's back. Manos is back after even Manos was here for even longer.
That's true. I've been gone quite a bit. I was at Heroes Con. Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't done a show since I went to Heroes Con.
Well, you haven't done one. We did the one with Dan and Cap, which everyone enjoyed. A few people messaged me personally asking, did you accidentally get sent a video copy of the Comic Book Vault because of the opening?
Yeah.
They didn't bother to watch the rest of it, obviously, or they're just trolling me.
Oh.
I'm going, for the sake of hilarity, I'm going with the fact that they didn't watch it completely.
Or they may be those same people who comment on the Onion news videos thinking they're real.
Maybe. I mean, some people treat us like a serious news source. You fools.
That is their mistake.
That is very much their mistake. As much as we do get people, there are people who have told me personally, yeah, you're the only way I know what's happening at all. Because I don't want to read. Which is amazing because I hate reading.
Yeah, reading is terrible.
I know, right? Reading is the bane of all existence. But yes, we got Shades at Night. We never said him by name.
Hey.
This is his first official time here after trialing as the audience member for once.
Yes. This is the only time I'd like to remember.
You're going to have to remember the other time.
Yeah.
Hey, Shades. Since we're communicating with our voices and everything, I just want to say how much I love your work, your videos. I always think you do like a bang-up job with whatever you do.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Same at you. I'm a huge fan of Red Knight, and thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
That was group hug. Yes, group hug, everyone. That is the part where we all congratulate each other because we're all great.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
we all really like each other on Comic News.
No, me and Manos just yell at each other all the time. It's all cut out. I'm someday going to put together a documentary. It's going to be great. But until then, you get all the parts where we laugh like we're at the end of a bad 80s cartoon.
So an 80s cartoon.
Yes. Well, it looks like after we saw the car fire destroy everything, the day saved. Someone still did.
Oh, wait. Let's wait for Wonder Monkey to do something stupid. Seriously, that was every cartoon in the 70s and 80s. They'd have some kind of pet sidekick whose job it was to do something stupid, like put on the mask of the villain or, I don't know.
Or eat food that's supposed to be poisoned or something, even though, oh, he's safe.
Yeah, everybody's standing around laughing.
Yes.
You know, they should have done that at the end of 7. That really would have lightened the mood.
What's in the box? We'll never know.
Scooby! Put that box down.
Oh, God. Wow. This is only Thursday. I got 3 more of these to do. We should probably start the news. So, hey, fellas. Did you hear about that Marvel Now thing?
Yeah. You mean that incredible Broadway play that's sweeping the nation?
That too. We're going to make that happen. Well, we're not going to talk directly about that because that's about 2 weeks old now, and I really don't feel like talking about it. It's a bunch of new books. Take that. Well, with that coming, Marvel's going to cancel a lot of ongoings in October. The list includes, but not limited to, Captain America, Uncanny X-Men, Fantastic Four. The other book that's Fantastic Thor, I can't talk, The Mighty Thor. Yep. Incredible Hulk, Invincible Iron Man. For a moment, I was about to read Invincible Iron Man twice. New Mutants was still around?
Yep.
I was told that was canned a while ago.
Candle.
And X-Men Legacy, all that jazz. A lot of titles being canceled in addition to a bunch of new ones. So, I don't read any of these. No, I read Fantastic Four. Never mind.
I just started reading Captain America. God damn it.
You news. Yeah, Fantastic Four. Well, first off, they were saying Hickman was leaving Fantastic Four anyway. So, yeah, he's definitely leaving the book. Shows the book from existence. Again.
Damn.
Really? You just renumbered it barely a year ago now, 6 months ago. Why cancel it?
Marvel
similar with
cancel...
Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah. Maybe we're going to get the old numbering back on the X-Men books.
Well, yeah, let's see. Captain America, Hulk. Invincible Iron Man's been at the 500s, set back for 2 years now. Close to 2 years. Yeah, most of these are just renumbered stuff.
So now we're going to go back to fucking 1 on the Iron Man.
Yes. That means we can recycle that Daredevil #1 joke we worked with last time.
Yeah.
Which Iron Man #1 was the best? We'll judge.
This isn't really that big a news story. I mean, it's not... I really don't think the Marvel Now is the same thing as the DC 52. I mean...
It's not. I've heard a couple editors say, oh, no, they're just new titles.
It's basically Marvel being Marvel and canceling and renumbering, and they're just putting a stamp on it and dressing it up as a new 52 thing. So, yeah, we're going to get a new Captain America book. Thank God, because, I was so sick of, all 15 issues.
To be fair, I tried reading the first 5 of that series, and I just couldn't get back into it.
Oh, really? I've been digging it. I've been reading the last few issues. I've been reading it since issue 11.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just it's not... the book Brubaker started is great at the beginning. Then it kind of peters once it got into that stupid, we'll bring Steve back thing. And then I didn't bother.
They were going to bring him back.
I knew they were going to bring it back, but I'm just I don't care. I'll just wait for it to go back to the series. And then the series came back, and I... still was it's okay, but I don't really feel like reading it issue to issue or even go back and get the trades. And then I tried, the newest #1 this month, and I was just McNiven art's nice. It's fine. I'm just I just miss it back when it was who's the Winter Soldier? That was exciting. It's just there, really.
Well, hey Kurt, what do you think about all this?
Well, out of all these books, the only book I sort of have any interest in is Uncanny. And I started reading it after they renumbered it after school last year. And I sort of read the first bunch of issues and then I fell off for a while. And I was going to get back into it because I heard it was getting pretty good. I'm not reading Avengers vs. X-Men, but I heard it was getting pretty good again. So I had a bit of interest. But I don't know if I'm going to even bother now.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure all the covers on this list are using every method to address, this is the final issue of something.
Yeah, especially Iron Man.
Yeah, most of them are just montage covers. There's one with a bunch of hands all united. There's, they've taken up, there's one of a picture getting eaten by a flame in the shape of a phoenix.
Yeah, that's a classic kind of last issue image.
Yeah, the only one that's really not trying to say this is the last thing is Incredible Hulk because it's a generic Hulk's trying to beat something up.
Yeah. Dr. Doom in white?
He joined the Future Foundation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
trust me, I've had to say that phrase at least 6 times since that happened. Like, why is he white? I'm like, he's just taking advantage of before Arbor Day. What do you think? Does it matter? Ruins this color scheme, man. But yeah,
he's doing his impression of the Republican Party.
he'd probably win. Let's face it. If Dr. Doom ran for president, we would all vote for him over Romney if Obama wasn't going to have a straight shot.
Let's see. Romney. You know, Romney looks like the president from X-Men 2.
He does.
Has anybody ever thought of that?
I hadn't, but you're right.
Well, I've been thinking he's looked like Reed Richards for a couple months, but that you're giving me that thought now.
Yeah, but I mean, every time I see him give a speech, I keep expecting Nightcrawler to try and kill him.
Yeah. So should we go to the next story? Because we're probably going to be here all night.
That's right.
Speaking of old 80s cartoons, and to the one person who pushes this kind of news on me, you know who you are.
I am.
And I know, I understand. Thank you, little sister. I understand you want me to talk about this stuff, but please stop yelling at me about it. I'm not going to address him by name, but he knows who he is. Please stop. Anyway, so, you know that He-Man miniseries that just came out a few weeks ago?
Yes.
Vaguely.
Well, you know, the big thing was James Robinson's on it. Well, he's gone now. He only did the first issue.
Hooray!
And now Keith Giffen's taking over. I guess that's his new role in DC now, taking over things.
Yeah, shit that no one wants, he writes.
Basically, yeah, he's taking over the mini-series, which is, it's just strange. And, sorry, background noise. Just like, really, after one issue, you're done of a mini-series? Of a mini-series. That's the thing that hurts my mind.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, that's just like, you didn't, like, why just after issue 1? I was convinced, you know, like a lot of comics, at least writing-wise, you had at least 2 in the can or something. Mm-hmm. He just did 1? That's the part I don't give a shit about He-Man. Like, someone told me, oh yeah, it's good, sweet, enjoy it. I don't give a crap. So I just don't care to check it out. A few other people, again, were just like, it's good. Man, it was better than I thought it'd be. Okay, good for you. I'm gonna hang out in the cool kids corner.
Yep.
Whatever the hell that is. I'm guessing you two don't have much to say.
I have nothing. What do you have?
I've got nothing.
Yeah. See, this is why we don't cover that guy I'm talking about, because most of the people I bring into this don't care. See, it's making my little sister cough just mentioning it. She's going to die thanks to He-Man, apparently.
Yeah, you may want to give her some water or something, dude.
She'll be fine. Are you okay? I'm joking. I was joking before, but now she's just losing her mind. Take the water. Jesus. Go in the bathroom if you're going to do that. This is my life, everyone.
Wow. Does she have tuberculosis or something?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, next story.
That damn throat cancer.
Damn it.
Running our show.
I don't think she's going to make it. Anyway, to the news. Hey, Manos. You know that awesome G. Michael Straczynski who's totally not been ruining things for the last year or two?
Sure. Well, he's taking a break off from ruining things.
Yeah, basically, he's partnering with Image to launch Studio JMS.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Studio J. Doesn't that sound like a Japanese animation studio?
Studio JMS?
It sounds like one. Maybe it's just because I hang around a bunch of anime fans that sounds like a name. They just yell out.
I don't know. It sounds like maybe like a local station that's trying to be cool in the 90s.
Yo, kids, Studio JMS.
It is dope.
we got reruns of Power Rangers and Big Whoop on Campus.
Yeah, and 227.
It's gonna be rad.
Count me in.
And count me in. Kirk, it's not going to be that.
Aw.
See, this is why we need to stop doing this. We keep convincing people it's going to be better by making crap up.
Tonight on Studio JMX, Studio JMS, the 2 episodes of A Different World. And then after that, it's whatever that show that was on NBC, the class show. Saved by the Bell.
Wow, I thought I was tired. That thing with the kids that was on for reruns for almost
years.
a decade.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I swear, the reruns of it lasted longer than the actual show run. But, yeah. In addition to comics, they're apparently planning to produce television, film, and games.
Hooray!
I guess.
Yay.
And I have to do tech support right now because someone won't leave me alone.
Oh my God! I just realized
What?
JMS is wearing Frank Miller's hat.
My God!
He's taken it, or has it taken him?
Okay. Note to self: I need to call my my Photoshop guy to make an image. First Freddy Krueger, Frank Miller, now JMS. What's the world coming to? And
Taking over our best and brightest.
taking over our best and brightest, making insanely weird decisions. I'm going to make Superman walk for a year and give Wonder Woman a jacket.
Yeah.
I'm full of ideas.
Think World War II.
And now I'm also going to make Night Owl insanely boring.
She's half naked. Come on.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Well, look. It could just be a black fedora.
Nah,
So-
it's definitely an evil hat.
No, look. The only way to tell if it's an evil hat is in his first issue. If he uses the word sweat stink in a sentence and narration, it's the evil hat.
Okay, we'll look out for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look out for sweat stink.
Yeah. Covered in my own sweat stink. Like, oh no! The
won't he
hat!
just say really horrible things to women? Isn't that also an indicator?
Yeah.
Or you know what? I have an idea. Kirk, you and me are going to show up in front of JMS dressed as hippies.
Okay.
If he kicks you while I'm running away, everything will be confirmed.
Yep. If he goes, hey, hippies, how's it going? Then it's just a hat.
We're still going to take it because it'll be funny, but yeah, and that's going to be our plan. You game for this, man?
I'm totally down.
Good, because this is your orientation to get into the show. By the way, you have to pay your dues.
Initiation?
Your initiation. Yeah, I mean, Manos had to kill a dragon and watch Showgirls to be on this show, man.
Well, I don't know. I feel like he's got it easier off than me. I have to get beaten up by JMS.
You haven't seen Showgirls then, have you?
No.
Exactly. So get suited up and we'll fly out in the morning.
That's right.
Okay. No, I have no idea where I am anymore either, people. So, movie news. We all like movies here, right?
No, they suck. We hate them.
Okay, then we can just... Should we talk about it anyway? Because I'm sure someone cares.
All right, what's going on?
Well, there is a third movie here. We'll feature that last because I don't know if anyone knows or cares. But, so, you guys excited for those reboots of Daredevil and Fantastic Four?
Ooh,
Yeah!
I am.
Woo!
Well, you can still look forward to Fantastic Four at the moment because that got a director. The director for Daredevil, however, stepped down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. That's
Who's
it.
Who's directing the Fantastic Four movie?
Josh Trank
Director
Okay.
of Chronicle.
of
What's he
Chronicle.
done?
He did
Oh, the Chronicle thing.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
David
right.
Slade is stepped down from Daredevil, and that's kind of sad because, I don't know, I thought he might make a decent Daredevil movie.
What did David Slade do in the past? I can't remember.
He did Hard Candy and...
Ooh, yeah.
Didn't he
30
do
Days
one
a
of the
Night?
Twilight movies?
Yeah, he did one of the Twilight movies. I think the third one.
Yeah.
Paycheck's a paycheck.
I'd direct the Twilight movie.
Okay. Okay, Manos. Now you have to put all these people in tutus and create a dance. It says so in the text. Whatever.
Done. Where's the check?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's done.
I'll be a boom mic guy. Kirk can be a stunt double for one.
Oh, yay.
For somebody. I don't know.
For Bella.
Bella.
Yeah, it could be like the old days when you'd see like a woman like pushed off a car and then it's very obviously a dude in a wig.
Well, here's the thing. We need some... That'd be closest because Bella's the closest looking thing to a man in that franchise. So
True.
that works out perfect. Yeah, and the third thing is... and I know the answer I'm going to get to this. Have you guys ever heard of a graphic novel called Rust?
I have heard of it, but that's it.
That's actually shocking to hear. It's a graphic novel. It came out last year by Arcadia. I flipped through it. It looks really good. It's about a kid in a jetpack, and there's giant robots in it.
Cool.
Is it on a farm?
Yeah.
Is that
on a farm? Yes, it's based in Kansas, I think. And Joe Cornish is going to be the director of it. I've heard good things about the book, and I know someone probably cares about it. I want to read it. It looks like it's fun.
Well, that sounds awesome.
It looks great too. I like flipping through it. The art's beautiful.
Does it take place during the Depression or something?
I don't know. I didn't read it. I just looked at the pages and like, ooh, pretty. This is pretty. But other than that,
okay, who wants anybody want to talk about casting for Fantastic Four or Daredevil? Who wants to see who play what?
I suck at this.
I'm generally okay with this, but I haven't really thought about Fantastic Four that much.
I keep thinking now this is the time to make up for the last time and cast Stephen Colbert as Mr.
Yes.
Fantastic.
He's been protesting this for years, people, and I full-heartedly agree.
I totally think he
Fantastic?
needs to play Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We even played a parody version of Mr. Fantastic in Venture Brothers.
Yeah. They already thought ahead, man.
Yeah. All we need is just to get him.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
He'll do anything. He was in the fucking Love Guru.
That's right.
Even
I wouldn't do that.
Says the man who said, hey, look at that paycheck for the Twilight movie.
Yeah, I would direct Twilight, but not Love Guru.
Yeah, because unfortunately Twilight's guaranteed to make a lot of money.
That's right.
No one looked at the Love Guru and said, that's gonna beat fucking Titanic.
No, it will be the Titanic.
It'll be a Titanic. Exactly. I don't know.
It's a Hindenburg of laughs. The Love Guru.
We just need to edit that onto a poster by Comic News. It's a Hindenburg of laughs. The thing is, though, I don't want to recast Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm. I like those two in those movies.
Well, tough shit. We have to.
I mean, they
Michael
could
Chiklis back.
Yeah, I was going to say they could maybe keep Chiklis if he's in all the makeup anyway. But
when he turns back to normal, he's played by a completely different guy. That'd be me. What do you mean I have to be played by a young 20-year-old? That's not fair. You have to only be in the makeup. Oh.
So do you think they'll do thing as costume again, or do you think they'll CG him?
I'm amazed they did the costume the first time around.
Every time I see a practical effect, I'm blown away by it.
I know. I don't know. It'd be easier to just do CGI though. They'll think of that. Like,
well, that's why it's always done. It's easy.
Exactly.
You just get some guy in Japan to animate it, and you're done with half your movie.
That's how I'm going to make a movie. It's going to be pointless. Like, hey, we can easily get this guy to shoot here because he lives next door, but we're going to CGI him in later. That'll be half of our budget.
Yep.
It's going to look great.
But it's a romantic comedy. What have you done?
I have a vision. I have a vision, damn it. Don't interrupt it.
Well, anyway, I would love to see Stephen Colbert is Mr. Fantastic. I keep thinking Christina Applegate would make a pretty cool Invisible Woman.
I was thinking Naomi Watts.
Oh, she would be good. She would be good.
I don't know if I've seen anything with Naomi Watts in it. No, I unfortunately saw Tank Girl. Damn it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's in that. I always forget about that.
Yeah, everyone forgets about that. And there's a reason. God. Can't wait for Captain Logan to cover that on Superhero Rewind. Jesus. That's just something I'm imagining him watching going, what the hell? Because that's what I do when I've seen that movie twice for some reason. I had HBO for a while and I had nothing better to do. And the second time around, knowing it's coming, I'm still like, what is happening? Why is Malcolm McDowell have a hologram head? And how come I plainly see... Yeah, Malcolm McDowell's the fucking villain.
Well,
duh.
Yeah. And this
talk about paycheck.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, this was the '90s. He did everything. He was the villain in Generations. Damn it, that's proof. Everything. So
Malcolm McDowell would show up to anything. I mean, he's basically a working actor.
Totally.
Like if your movie was called "Let's Kick Malcolm McDowell in the Balls," he'd totally do that movie.
And the sad part is that movie would be so poorly managed, he wouldn't even play Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, it'd be like the Flintstones movie when they got somebody else to play Sharon Stone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
No. And when they get the guy to play Malcolm McDowell, he's played by a really bad 20-year-old. Just someone who obviously looks nothing like him just to make it worse.
Hey, I'm Malcolm McDowell.
I'm totally Malcolm McDowell, and Malcolm McDowell's just ready to kick him. Sure you are, kick.
Yep.
So, Manos, you should take this because you kind of wanted to talk about it. The next story.
All right. Thank you. I just found this news out just a few minutes ago before you called me. At the San Diego Comic-Con, Vertigo announces a new Sandman comic written by Neil Gaiman and drawn by none other than J.H. Williams III.
Your reaction to this?
Very excited. I am really excited. I wasn't sure if he'd ever not only come back to Sandman, I wasn't even sure if he'd ever come back to comics. But he had talked about how before the Sandman series, there is a throwaway comet that he just returned from some galaxy on some far-reaching adventure that really nearly cost him his life. And he said he always wanted to kind of write that, but never could get back to it. And 2013 will be 25 years from the first issue of Sandman. So he thought, well, my calendar's kind of clear. I really feel like doing it. It's the anniversary, and let's put together a show.
Yeah, it's not like DC's going to say no to him.
They'll probably call it Before What. before Sandman.
Actually, he replied to that joke. It's going to be called During Sandman, he joked about. Okay, we're back.
Yay!
Woo!
So,
I might even read this. I've only read the first trade of Sandman, but I'm interested. J.H. Williams.
yeah, you totally get it.
I'm gonna.
How about you? How about you, Shades?
Yeah, definitely. I've really only read early stuff as well, but I like the sound of this.
Will the Doctor be in it? Sorry, I had to make that joke. Yeah, yay for everyone who loves Sandman. Hey, Manos, you have something technically from DC to look forward to now after
Yay, that's
a
right.
couple bleak few months.
Although technically they pretty much separated DC Vertigo, so
It's still by them.
I know. I still call it DC Vertigo. It's just the one thing that's put a wedge between Lindsay and I is she disagrees. It should be just called Vertigo. And every time I say DC Vertigo, she looks at me like, you fucking bastard, it's Vertigo.
You Nazi.
You are worse than Hitler.
Hey, I think
it's just Vertigo.
I have something kind of related to this. Again, how do you pronounce Neil Gaiman's last name?
Gaiman.
Do you ever hear
just
anyone
said it.
pronounce it Gaiman?
Yes.
I never do, but I have a funny story. I was kind of like at a friend's house. She was having a party, and we were talking about the newest Doctor Who. It was the Doctor's Wife, the one he wrote. And I was just like, she was saying it in the Gaiman way. I'm just like, whatever, potato, potato. And I was like, yeah, I love Gaiman. She gave me the look you're describing times 10. Like,
Well,
I said 5,000 obscenities before I said his name and looked at me like I deserved to die.
Well, sir, I'll have you know you were right.
I win.
You win.
I win the dumbest argument ever revolving around Vertigo comics. Yes.
Woo!
I deserve a crown.
Yeah,
Shades.
his name is pronounced Gaiman. That's it. The end.
Anyway, who's excited for Star Wars?
Star Wars?
Yes. Anyone?
Sure, why not?
Hey, Tumbleweed that just went by, are you excited? Brian Wood, man, who's constantly popping up everywhere, is going to write a new Star Wars ongoing, with the most original name I've never thought I'd see from Dark Horse, Star Wars.
Man.
And it's going to take place in the same timeline as the movie, the original trilogy. That's something to be interested in, right?
I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of getting into Star Wars comics.
Do you like Star Wars, Shades?
I'm not really a Star Wars fan at all. I know a lot of people are, so good for them, but it's just never quite been my thing. So,
to be fair, it's kind of hard to like Star Wars when all I keep getting are people complaining about every detail of everything. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I can't believe that they changed the shade of black on Darth Vader in their special editions. I'm like, I don't care. Shut up.
I'm more interested in the fact that, the new movies were terrible.
yeah.
Not that interested in the details, really. It's just like, oh, well, that one second trilogy was really bad.
Yeah.
It's funny. I hear like some older fans complain about the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon, but you know what? That show is working. It's like winning over kids.
Yeah.
And I think a generation will remember Star Wars as that cartoon that they really dug.
That's not a problem.
And
Well, I mean, like, my brother watched that cartoon and he had never seen one of the films before, and he was, telling me about all the characters and stuff. So, I mean, it does have an effect on kids.
yeah. I feel sorry. Well, in that case, I feel sorry for him when he eventually sees those prequels.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to ruin, like, think of it, it's going to ruin the cartoon. He's gonna go, oh man, that's nothing like the cartoon. This is terrible.
Wait, just wait until the fourth one, man. Wait until New Hope. It might get better for you. I don't know, man. Pissed off. But yeah.
But I don't know. I gotta say, I really enjoyed Star Wars. I don't know if I call myself a huge fan. But I gotta tell you, like those prequels really ruined Vader for me. Because I thought he was just a great classic villain that you feel sorry for and blah, blah, blah. And then I watched those prequels and was like, well, he deserved everything he got. He was a whiny asshole.
I don't like sand.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I knew that, and that's why I beat you to it.
Yeah.
I don't have venom towards the prequels. I watched them and were like, whatever. I liked the parts I liked.
Yeah.
That matters for something, right?
Yeah, that one part was really neat.
I like more than one
Phantom
part.
Menace and the cinemas, and I, as a kid, and I didn't not like it, but sort of being older, and I saw Hayden Christensen's performance in the other films, and I was like, ugh, what is he doing?
Plus, it gave us an hilarious way to say no.
Yeah.
That's a contribution that everyone's going to... Exactly. Everyone loves that clip. Everyone ironically loves that clip.
Yeah.
See, it did something that brought...
Not even the youngling survived.
Nope. But there was still tons of sand. So much sand.
Coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
Mm-hmm. He delivered that like a champ. Anyway. I know my reaction. Who wants to talk about RULK?
RULK! Well,
Sure.
Okay, Jeff Parker is seeing red She-Hulk. Okay, they're turning... Marvel, you gotta quit this shit. You cancel and renumber books, and then down the line, you go back to the old numbering, and then you pull shit like this, where you take someone's title and turn it into a completely another title with the old numbering. Is this what we're doing again?
They've been doing this like on and off for years recently.
This drives me crazy. How the fuck is anybody supposed to collect this stuff?
You're not. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're a man out of time, Manos. We'll build you your time machine and everything will be great. And maybe you can go and, stop that Hitler fella, but you can just go back and enjoy comics back then. Whatever.
Yeah, comics when the numbering made sense and you knew what the hell was going on.
Well, back then numbers didn't matter. It was just, I want to read it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we just have that mentality. It's just that when that mentality, we're doing insanely reckless things with the numbering. Like we're drunk, we're drunk driving with the numbers. I know what I'm gonna do.
Well, let's get to the whole thing. Okay, first off, I still can't believe Betty Ross is back. After years, and she's like Red She-Hulk,
which has been a constant for 2 years now.
Yeah. That's amazing. And now she has her own book. It's like, wow, that's a pretty good comeback.
Mind you, this means the regular She-Hulk's still not getting a book.
I know. That still sucks.
She gets a cameo on the cover of this book.
Oh, how nice.
Yay.
You get a cover. Isn't that special?
I would really like to have She-Hulk's title back. I really like that character a lot. But I gotta say
anything, but I want to.
Yeah, I gotta say I really love Betty though. I mean, I was really saddened actually when her character died, and it was one of those deaths that really did kind of like make me feel sad, and I remember it. So I was I had mixed feelings when they brought her back because first off, it kind of like damaged a really good story that I liked a lot.
Cheapened it, which is the main thing about death and then bringing someone back. That's always the thing.
Yeah, but I was also feeling pretty good, like, oh, Betty's back. I like Betty.
But
And now
my
she's
heart's telling me this is wrong.
so many different feelings.
What should I do? Must Shatner emotions. I understand that, but
yeah,
I've been meaning to check out RULK when Parker took over. I still hear good things. That's amazing, considering that this was the character that was, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, was a target of anger for a couple of years, thanks to the greatest man on the planet, Jeff Loeb.
You know what? I watched a really good review. Eris Laps was reviewing comics for a while, and she compared Jeff Loeb's stories to watching a kid play with figures.
That is insanely accurate. Like, I'm convinced there were panels that had to be redrawn because Ed McGuinness put hands grabbing the characters. And to be fair, I can imagine him doing that on everything because all of his drawings, I like him as an artist. They look like giant plump action figures.
Mm-hmm.
They just look like over-exaggerated action figures, and that's kind of the appeal for me, and maybe that's why Loeb loves working with them. But
yeah, he loves working with him for his subtlety.
His subtlety, exactly. As long as subtlety is the example of spray painting the word onto a 2x4 and beating you in the head with it.
Well, speaking of subtle, I remember when Heroes was still on TV, which Jeff Loeb was a producer on, and an occasional writer, and there was an episode where one of the characters was brought forward in time or whatever, and is walking around this comic book store saying, "What, the Hulk is red now? What's going on?" And it's like Jeff Loeb managed to advertise Red Hulk when it was first beginning in a global television show. That's subtle.
Someone sent me that clip. Wasn't Seth Green randomly there?
Yeah, Seth Green and Breckin Meyer are also in that episode.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I don't know why that person sent me that. I'm like, I don't care about... The only thing in that clip I cared about was Seth Green. And I felt bad for him. All you did was make me feel sadder for Seth Green.
Which is pretty much impossible, but it can happen.
What? No. Sorry, someone... Fine, go do it. I'm goddamn babysitting at fucking 10 o'clock. Go to bed, damn you. Anyway, so you got two more. Hey, Manos.
Yeah.
Remember when we talked about Hellboy dying?
Yeah, we talked about that a while back.
He's back. Kind of.
Oh, that's good.
He's back in hell.
Yay.
Maybe we can send a haunted collector to go get him.
Do we really want to get that show involved?
That show never stops making me laugh.
True. It's hilarious.
It's just, does anybody listen to that guy talk on the set and go, wow, maybe we shouldn't get this guy on the show? It's like, sometimes demons can embed themselves in certain objects.
That's kind of it. Well, to be fair, I think of that of every ghost hunting type show.
Yeah, but they don't sound like they're selling me meat.
That's the charm of it. That's the only reason I watch Haunted Collector. That and I keep forgetting to replace the batteries in my remote.
Yeah, if you're casting for the Butcher in the Honeymooners, you get that guy.
When they remake the Honeymooners, even though they tried to remake it, we should totally cast that guy.
Yeah.
He'll be the first on the list.
Well, anyway, we were talking about Hellboy or something, right?
Yeah, Mike Mignola's going to be drawing and writing the book again.
Yay!
starts this December.
Yay!
What better way to welcome in the holidays than with a Hellspawn? Currently fighting what looks like Cthulhu monsters.
Oh, yeah,
I just put words together and I thought it made sense.
Yes. No, that worked.
I don't know anything about H.P. Lovecraft, so I'm winging it.
He was an interesting fellow.
That I've gathered. Like, the closest I've ever come to it is I've seen the first and third Reanimator movies.
Yeah.
The third one is interesting. It ends with a post-credit scene of a mice fighting a dismembered... I can't say it because there's a little girl nearby, but...
Oh, I'll say it then.
Yeah, say it. You say it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to say it.
Kirk, you say it.
I have no idea what it is, so I want to know.
It's a very special part of a man, Kirk.
Oh, no.
Yes. It is a kidney stone. A mouse fought a kidney... No, it's not that. That is actually not that is not special at all. That is more hellish than Hellboy. As told to by my father. So, okay.
Yes.
Talk about Hellboy, right? For a minute. A creature from hell who's currently going to be fighting in the depths of hell. Speaking of the depths of hell...
Hey.
You bronies finally got me, you sons of bitches. I'm shaking my fist. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, is getting a comic book series at IDW. You sons of bitches. I was dreading ever having to actually mention them in news. It was inevitable because it's a popular show.
Apparently, yeah.
And I did send this to a few people. Deadpoolzilla, who's very open about the fact that he loves the show. He's excited about it, mostly because he loves IDW more than any company right now. But I sent it to a few people, and I got girlish screams, which is sad because I didn't send that news to any girls yet. I don't know what I'm expecting if I start sending him to those. I'm expecting dolphins to die off the coast from the screams they'll make, but yeah, I've seen the show. It deserves praise in some sort. It's well written. It can be funny. It made a Big Lebowski joke once.
Oh, wow.
Like, it actually has some really mature in-jokes that only people in the
show... I've not seen this show.
Neither.
Would you compare it to Powerpuff Girls?
Yes, because Lauren Fausto is involved. She created the show. She developed it.
Oh, okay.
It's very much like Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
And the few I've seen, it's fun. I don't feel bad for watching it. Mind you, I'm still the kind of guy who will, if someone walks into the room, like, it was like that. Sister left it on. I swear, don't judge me. Please, just love me for who I am. Wait, that's me. Don't ignore that statement. So yeah, so we've ended the first day of Comic-Con, gentlemen.
Oh, with that?
Yes, that is the last story.
With My Little Pony? Oh.
Yeah. I wanted to end with something insanely out of nowhere, and I win. So, the schedule. You will notice that, and I'm going to work hard here because I don't have any classes. I don't have classes tomorrow, and I got all weekend. Here's the plan, at least as I'm mapping out my head. Every show is going to appear the day after its respective day. You're gonna see this show on a Friday, the one you're listening to right now, and then Saturday we'll have Fridays, Sundays we'll have Saturdays. I will try to get Sunday done for Monday. That one may be a little bit more delayed. And for the few people who, were waiting it, the whole training skit video, I'm still planning on doing one. But due to the lack of time I've had this past couple weeks to really put it together, I hadn't had the time to get it done. So you can look forward to that. If anyone's curious about guests, these are the only two I can confirm right now. Dan may come back. But,
yeah.
Yay!
But other than that, Manos, you're game to help if I call, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be home.
Kirk, I know you're heading to New York this weekend, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, this is the only night we could get him.
What are you doing in New York?
Well, I have friends from Australia visiting, and apparently I just needed to get as far away from San Diego as I possibly could.
So let's go to New York, an even more unhealthy place. Where, and by the way, that's good cover. He's obviously going to kill Spider-Man, everyone. Or
Yes.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Guess what?
I'm going to find out who this mystery man Michael Massey is playing.
The guy. Yeah. Again, me and Dan already figured it out. It's Big Wheel.
I only found out who Big Will is today, and I didn't really know him, and
Neither did
the
we.
Big Wheel is actually a villain. I'm happy.
Exactly. And here's the thing, Kirk. I've still been getting that reaction. Because I just offhandedly say the best villain ever is Big Wheel now. He's the new Stilt Man. He's just... He's obviously never going to be important, but I love to treat him like he is important.
I do that with the Spot.
Well,
And
yeah, the Spot could fuck you up, man.
well, the Spot could very well be the villain at the end because he appears and disappears out of nowhere. So
Oh, come on, like they put the Spot in the movie.
Are you gonna
Tell me, Manos, are you telling me if they had the balls to put the Spot in a movie, you would not see it?
I would see it, but there's no way.
Again, you're not wrong, but
Yeah.
you could dream. Plus, you're upsetting Captain Logan. We all know he loves the Spot.
Oh, he does?
I talked to him. He said he enjoys the Spot.
I
Are
love
you sure he said that?
Yes. I'm sorry. That's one of those goofy things that I'll never forget.
Okay.
I remember he was an obscure character of the week, but yeah.
So that is Thursday edition. Thank you, Shades, for joining us. You will
Thanks
you
for
will be paid handsomely in sarcasm.
And
Oh,
skunk
good.
pelts.
That's Manos' contribution.
Huzzah.
Good job on that, buddy. So until next time, which will hopefully be in a day from now, I'm Duke.
Yeah.
I'm Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
And I'm Shades at Night.
Goodbye.